Hello everyone, welcome back to another day trading recap video. Today is May 31st. It's also a Monday and it's the last day of the month, so a little confusing there. But I'll most likely be coming out with a monthly recap video tomorrow or Thursday just because I got a lot going on. If you guys been following this channel for a little bit, you know I'm doing a lot of interview calls right now we're onboarding a bunch of interns, and it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a lot of fun, but it's taking a lot of my time right now. Also, good news, I am wrapping it up green today. I was very patient. I was waiting for the right moves. Eventually, we got them, and I try to size up a little bit more. I know a lot of you guys following this channel were wondering, Alex, why have you been sizing down so much? And I always say it's because the market, it's light right now. I'll go into that a lot more in the recap video that's coming up. But Tom asked me specifically this question again, and I pretty much reiterated it. That's really the big reason. But I gotta say, I think I overcorrected a little bit too much. I did size down like more than 80%. So I need to start scaling again. It's definitely true. And I think I scaled down too much. So I'm going to work getting a little bit bigger in size again. At least get back to like $10,000 with my average. And then like when it's really good, when it's getting a little bit more aggressive, do the $20,000, $30,000 positions. Because I don't really think my orders are going to affect the market at all. They're not going to really have problems on TOS or anything until I get maybe over 100,000 in position size. And once I get there, I can talk more about that. But that's kind of my thesis right now. And I do want to dive into this topic a lot more. But I'm going to save it for the recap video coming out tomorrow, the monthly recap video, or the day after. In this video, let's focus on what happened here today. Monday was off. It was Memorial's Day, so today is basically the Monday. I just traded MULN right here in this last little bit, but we'll talk about that in a second. And I pretty much just wrapped it up. It's 10 o'clock, 10:05. And the markets are turning red really quickly right now. And I just feel like, I got my green trades in. Let me go ahead and call it. I am up 620 today, which is pretty nice. And I actually went down again. I was at 600, and then I went back to 500, and then I went back over 600. And then I was like, getting a little choppy here. Plus, I noticed a lot of the volume selling off. Actually, I have this chart right here ahead of me in front. So my second screen looks like this. I have a bunch of main tickers like HUSA, AMC, JAN. And you can see here right around like 9:30 for JAN, volume started falling off. And that's because, market opened here. Situation with HUSA is somewhat similar. We're around 9:50. We peaked with volume. Now we're selling off. And also AMC volume selling off. And then here's the SPY just getting really nasty. And then look at coin. Coin was up about 100% from the lows. Let's go to a 15-minute chart. Look at this. So we went down. Oh wait, we went even further down. Let's go to a 4-hour chart. Look at this craziness. So we hit a low of like 40. And then we had this huge move. It wasn't like, maybe it was over 100%. Yeah, so it was like a 100% move, and now we're hitting a lot of resistance here. I actually went ahead and closed some my investment on this one with the intent of rebuying, because 100% move in this market, that's a bottom bounce, that's a bit of a dead cat potentially. So I wouldn't be surprised if we had a retrace back lower on coin. Again, I don't want to focus too much on coin, but I feel like the whole market just had a huge bounce. And right now, I think we might be coming to an end of that bounce. I was talking about this in Friday's recap video as well. So the SPY, very similar moves where it's, had a huge bounce, and now we're really approaching a lot of resistance again that we weren't really able to hold above. And on the daily chart, you can see this as well. So we broke over the 9 EMA, but we just had this really strong move here. So I'm not super optimistic that we're just going to keep pumping like this. So I felt like, cutting, or I don't know if you want to say cutting some losses or taking some profits. I don't know which one it is with coin. It's really cutting some losses, because in general, I am down on this position. So basically, I cut some losses with the intent of rebuying, but really it's like taking some profits on this move with the intent of rebuying. And when it comes to day trading small caps, I just felt like we had this kind of exciting momentum pop up here. And I don't know how to get rid of this screen. Oh yeah, there it is. And, we felt a lot of this energy, and all of a sudden, like around, like I said, 9:50, it was starting to fade very quickly. So I was like, okay, let's go ahead and pretty much call it. Let's just run through these tickers, starting with JAN. I think this was, actually, let's just start with the ticker I traded first. And I believe it was AMC. So I'll actually start at the bottom here. Really quickly here. So AMC, we talked about this ticker pretty recently, having this huge move and potentially having like 1 or 2 more days. I said it's not for me swing trading wise, but I was thinking, we could see a little pop here, although a lot of resistance coming in. That was basically my thesis. a few days ago. I'll link the video somewhere here so you guys can see if you want to quickly jump to it. I did a quick little morning trade on this one around 7:20, 7:30. Didn't get the continuation right away. Eventually we did, but I had the right idea, wrong timing, and kind of stopped out on this one. Right now we're approaching huge support on AMC, so we might see a bit of a bounce here. This could be a good backside trade, but I don't want to trade backside. I think my next trade was HUSA. I'm up $90 on this one, 99. I was up more, but I gave back right at the end on this one. Let me see if I can quickly reload my trades on this chart. Unfortunately not. So I traded this one pre-market and right here near the market end. So pre-market, I think I did somewhere in this area. I had a nice pop here. I traded somewhere in this area. Small wins, didn't really size up. I think I traded a little bit of this as we were trading back above. Yeah, right here, I traded this move right here. Either it was this pullback or this pullback because we had a nice 5-minute breakout, and I was trading this 1-minute pullback. But again, volume wasn't really there for a $5 stock. You'd want to see like over 100,000 shares being traded, which we had for a second, but we didn't hold that. And then HUSA, I really missed this pump right here. I ended up going for this pullback, and I got stopped out right here before the big rip. That was a little frustrating. So HUSA wasn't my best ticker to be trading. We've been seeing this one a lot lately. But yeah, this was a really good potential entry right around here because we had that 5-minute breakout. We were pulling back, and now we were starting to crawl higher again, and volume was coming in. So I should have jumped on this one, but I wasn't looking at it anymore. I was already looking at Jan. This is the ticker that had the most opportunity, and then I'll talk about MULN right at the end because this is the last ticker I traded. So then Jan came up, and this was getting kind of fun here. I was like, all right, here we go. Let's go to the daily and really review this one a little bit more in detail. Let's see here what we got. A lot of these other tickers we've been trading constantly, so I don't want to review them again and again and again. Okay, so JAN, this thing's wow. Talk about probably back holders on this ticker. It had a huge run to $31. Now it's been selling off ever since. And so it's on a big, long backside. And I got to say at one point, it's kind of starting to range here in this area where there's clearly a lot of support around, 2, and there's a lot of resistance around 4. And, it's popped back and forth in this area a few times. Now, pre-market, this ticker rocketed. And it was on some acquisition, or not acquisition moves. They basically spun off one of their divisions, it seems like, for $13.5 million, which, the market cap of this company as of yesterday was like below $6 million. So this was a huge move. I mean, they just had, their balance sheet all of a sudden, they got to go up to justify their balance sheet. Basically, they have a lot of cash on hand right now. So they just rocketed up here 140%. Commercial company, let's see, commercial services and supplies. Look at this, 2.8 million shares outstanding. So this ticker is going to fly, and it's still 12 million market cap, which is quite low. Relative to maybe this deal, but who knows how much they have to give away and stuff like that. My goal here is not to analyze the catalyst. My goal is to realize there's a catalyst and trade the momentum. So that's what I really want to talk about here. And that's what I was doing. This ticker popped up, boom, 90%. I didn't even know. My scanner didn't pick it up till this pullback here. And then I was like, Jan, not HUSA. Jan's popping up. Let's go ahead and trade this ticker. And that's what I did. I started jumping on this one quite aggressively here in this area. Well, not aggressive on size, but I didn't get overly cautious or patient. I jumped in on this one, and then I started sizing up quite aggressively. But again, nothing like majorly over 10K. So my size wasn't that big, but still, I was ready to take some trades. Like in this trade over here, I think I was 2.5 thousand shares. So yeah, what is that, like $12,000? So yeah, I'm getting in that direction, but not super aggressive. So yeah, this ticker popped up, boom, 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 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles. It was up like 70+%. Pulls back here, and then I traded this area, but we didn't get that big pop. Then it has this kind of long extended pullback. I actually missed this beautiful breakout here. Oh, of course. Then it pulls back, and I trade this one here, and then here again. I close out. I wish I didn't close out because the volume was really there. So I should have held this one like no tomorrow. I didn't, and that cost me this huge breakout here that I did not trade. So that was like 11% move. That would have put me well over $1,000 in profit just holding. So that was a little frustrating. I wrote in the Discord, you guys saw it, and it looks like a lot of other people also missed that breakout, which was like we all kind of, it was sad for all of us. I don't know if anyone got that one, at least in the Discord that I read. Probably somebody in our Discord got it, but I just didn't see it. Yeah, then this move, and then I constantly try for that last pop because I knew this run had potential for 5.5, and then $6, there was another big resistance zone. So if we come back to the daily chart really, really fast, you'll see $6. I mean, this is like a huge former floor. So I was thinking maybe we're going to rip to $6, and maybe we will today. So keep an eye on for that. Later if it holds this high, which is doing very, very well, it's holding its highs very well. Maybe it's going to get a second stair. So basically got a first stair consolidation, we'll get a second stair. I just know $5, $5.50, we're going to be significant, and then again $6. So I was thinking maybe we're not going to run to $6 right now pre-market, but maybe at least we're going to see 5.5. So that's why I was really edging into this hard. So if this one broke out, we would have had one of our better days of the month, but it didn't. So I, kind of closed this one for a scratch. And then I tried for a few breakouts here. They all failed. That was kind of annoying. Just a bunch of scratches. So yeah, that's pretty much how we ended up finishing the day with a JAN. And then I was like, I think I'm done. But then MUL popped up, and then I was like, okay, well, it's not even 10 o'clock yet. Let me go ahead and trade MULN. And this was not a bad ticker. I mean, this had a really nice pop here in this area, 28%. Not crazy, but it's okay. Decent relative volume here. Look, not beautiful, but it's okay. It's not anything what it really should be. It should be like 5x relative volume. This is like average almost, which isn't that great. Relative to the last couple days, it's okay. So it pops up here, big resistance around 1.4. I went for this pullback, looking for that breakout. We actually got the breakout, but I sold too soon because it popped up here and I closed because it got smashed right back down again. Then it popped up again with very light volume, and I closed. And then it actually popped. So I don't know, I a little maybe overtraded this one. I should have just let the price action do its thing, because you always you don't want to predict really these tickers. You want to just let the pattern play out. And I didn't let the pattern play out on MULN. So that was a little disappointing. But hey, at least my last trade of the day wasn't red, which doesn't matter. But, sometimes psychologically, it feels like it does. So ending the week here, well, first day of the week, or starting the week, that's weird. Ending the month, green. It wasn't a good month for me overall. I'll dive a lot more in detail about that. I think where I went wrong and really highlight some of those areas. But, it just hasn't been the best in the overall market. So it doesn't really bum me out that much. We don't have to make a crazy amount every month. Some months is really just better to be cautious and, survive until you thrive. And I think that's basically my philosophy here going forward until we really see a reason where I should be a little bit bummed out if I'm not making a lot of money. But I just don't really feel that right now. So if today was a scratch day or a small red day, I would have been totally content as well. Yeah, that's just the market we're in right now. So it is what it is. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I will see you then first thing tomorrow morning. Don't forget to drop a like on the way out. And like always, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.